today's video, we're going to be talking about the CRM Systems self-service portal with a focus on case management. This video will take several minutes, and at the end, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. So let's get started. Hello, today we're going to do a quick review of the CRM Systems portal and case management functionality. First of all, on the login screen here, what we're going to need to do is log in to the portal. Notice that if you don't have an account, you can create one, or if you don't know your password, you can recover it. We even have an option if you forgot your username, where you can provide some additional information that you should have on hand and recover your username. I'll go ahead and log in. The portal hub here can be configured to have as many different self-service options as you'd like. You can see that I have quite a few of them enabled here, including the ability to update my personal details as well as update my company profile. I also have the ability to view and pay any outstanding invoices that I have and some others that are there as well. But for the purposes of this presentation, we're looking here at the Cases tab, where I can go to see any open issues that I have with the company. Now I can click on any one of these cases to go in and edit them, or I can begin the process of creating a new case, and to do that I just go ahead and hit New Case. I can put in a little bit of a description, like my system is not working. Tell the system what product it is that you are having an issue with, version number if you know, what type of issue it is, what priority this is, and then type a description of what you have an issue with. Now these fields can be tailored to your specific organization. These are just kind of the standard out of the box ones. And then if I wanted to upload a document, I could go ahead and tick this box, and then that would allow me to, for example, upload screenshots or other documents associated to the problem. And then I just go ahead and hit save. That'll save my case. And in addition to saving it, will also send an email to the user confirming that their case has been logged. So they'll get an email immediately saying, thank you for submitting your case. Here's some information, and you can always log back in and update it. And then here you can see is my case down there at the bottom. Now at any point I can go ahead and click on it to view its details. I can also add more notes, which will be added into the notes here. I can always upload more documents onto it. You can see there's no documents currently found here. There's only the one note when I originally submitted the case, but if I go ahead and click save, then that gets added on as a note on that particular case. Now from the external party's perspective, that's the basic experience. Now on the CRM side, I've gone ahead and opened up Ronald Blackwood. That's who we were logged into the portal as. And you can see his profile here. And if I go to the Cases tab, I'll be able to see a list of all the cases that are in the system for Ronald Blackwood. There it is. And here's the particular case that we just opened over on the portal side. It's in the queued stage, which we have configured as the entry point into the workflow. So if I click on this case to go ahead and view it, I can see additional details of the case. You can see here is the note that I had typed. It's in progress. Who it's assigned to, that's the default person, again based on the system configuration. The priority high, which I had selected. There's my description as well. Now, based on your CRM case workflow, you can then push the case into the workflow and then begin working it through the business process that you have defined. Now, that business process is entirely up to you, right? It's not predefined or anything like that. So let me just jump into the workflow engine. Okay, if you're unfamiliar with the Sage CRM Workflow Designer, this is what it looks like. This is the workflow sample one that comes in Sage CRM in regards to working case. You can see that you create a new case and it goes to logged. Now in our case, the case was created on the portal, and so when we came in we had the accept option, which brought it to logged. So once it's logged, then the next step is you put it into the queue. So you assign it to someone to actually work on the case, so a particular technician or consultant or whomever. Once you've done that, the consultant is going to either begin investigating the issue, they're going to contact the customer and then wait for feedback, or they're going to solve the problem, and so forth and so on. This is how you work the case through the process. Now, again, you can define this workflow to be however you would like. This is just a simple sample one, but a picture here is worth 1,000 words. If I hop back into the case, we're in the logged state. You'll note that there'll be a queue option. There it is. And there's also a copy case option because I have that enabled as a global rule. It's always available. So if I stick it in the queue, then it's going to prompt me, who do I want to assign this to, right? So let's say that I'm going to assign it to demo user. Okay. Now this case is now going to show up on demo user's case pipeline. So me, if I go back to my CRM and I go to cases, and I look at my list of cases, it's not going to appear in the list because it's not assigned to me. Okay, so if I look through here, there's not that particular one, but if I go to the user called demo user and I look at their case list, you should see there indeed it is. It's in their case pipeline. So a particular technician or consultant would normally go into their cases in my CRM to see their pipeline, and then they can work the way through their list. And then at each one that's in the pipeline, the graphic will change to say that there are some that are queued, there are some that are waiting, there are some that are being investigating, and so forth, and then I can work my way through the list. We'll often do something like on a case have a next contact date field, like for example February 3rd, and that would be a column here, and then the technician or consultant can sort them by the next contact date and work through them date wise. But how you do that is entirely up to you. So that's basically the process at a very high level. Certainly in the workflow you can do many different sophisticated things. You'll notice here in the case that we can view any different notes that are associated with this case, and we can add them into the system. We can see all communications related to this case and add them into the system. So this would include phone calls, emails, faxes, letter mail, etc. For example, if we wanted to make note of the fact that we had had a phone conversation with Ronald Blackwood, we could click New Task and record that phone conversation had happened. If we sent an email or received one about this case, in Outlook there's an Outlook plugin that allows you to file your inbound and outbound emails. You could file them against this case, and when you did that, it would show up here on the tab for you and others to see, etc. The Documents tab would allow you to upload documents onto this particular case. Now, if the person on the portal side had uploaded a document, this is where you would see it. And similarly, if I was to upload a document using this drop files function here, when I do that, when you upload a file into the system, you have the ability to tick the box. I'll just go ahead and pick one of these images and upload it. You can go ahead and tick this box for display on web. And then if you do that, then that document is going to be visible to the portal user, and they'll be able to click a button to download and view that document, right? The Tracking tab will show you those notes, those tracking notes that are entered at each step through the way, right? So here you can see that Ronald Blackwood said he added more notes, and there was his original notes when he submitted the case. I haven't recorded any notes, but if I did, they'd be there. And then similarly, that's what the portal user sees on the other side. Solutions is related to the Sage CRM knowledge base. This is a feature that isn't used that often and really should be. It can be quite powerful. It allows you to define an FAQ or knowledge base in CRM, and then you can attach potential solutions to the case as you try them. For example, someone calls in and has a printer problem, you can tell them to confirm that the cables are securely fastened from the computer to the printer and the power cable, right? That might be potential solution number 1. Solution number 2 might be to check the toner, solution number 3, etc. And then you can prioritize and rank the solutions so that the consultant or technician will work through the items in the reverse order or in the order of success, right? Previously this solved this problem most frequently, so you'd want to try that first, etc. And then the Relationships tab is common to many different entities within Sage CRM, and this allows you to, for example, relate this case to other cases or to other people. So for example, it might be that the person is Ronald Blackwood, but there are other people within the organization that this is also associated to. Or it may be that this is a child case to another one, so there's a relationship with where we want to show that they're connected. You can do that by drawing these either parent-child, sibling, or child-parent relationships attached to this particular case.
For information on this or any other CRM Systems product, visit us online or contact us by telephone today.